You ever sit down to do something you actually care about? Open your laptop, take a deep breath, and then suddenly you're watching a video titled Top 10 Times Squirrels Outsmarted Technology? Yeah, same. You care about your goals. You want the better body, the better grades, the better career, the better life. So why does your brain treat your biggest dreams like optional homework and treat random nonsense like premium bananas? Today, we're breaking down why you procrastinate even when you care. Not because you're lazy, not because you're broken, but because your monkey brain thinks your goals are predators. And once you see how the monkey works, you can train it. Part 1. The problem. Let's be honest. Procrastination doesn't feel like rebellion. It feels confusing. You tell yourself, okay, tonight I'm working out. And then somehow you're reorganizing your playlist. You say, I'm starting that project today, and suddenly your room has never been cleaner. It's like there's a tiny monkey inside your skull holding a banana and going, we could do the hard thing, or we could sit in this tree and scroll. And the weird part, you actually care about the hard thing. That's what makes it worse. If you didn't care, fine, but you do care. You want the results. You imagine the future banana farm, the success, the confidence, the big juicy achievement bananas. But your monkey brain, it sees the task and goes, that tree looks tall. What if we fall? What if there's a tiger? Let's stay here. This branch has Wi-Fi. So now you're stuck in this bizarre loop. You care, you delay, you feel guilty, you promise to do better tomorrow. Tomorrow becomes next week, and the monkey just keeps eating easy bananas. Part 2. Why it happens. The science. Here's the paradox. You don't procrastinate because you don't care. You procrastinate because you care. When something matters, your brain labels it as high stakes, and high stakes triggers your threat system. Inside your brain, there's a small almond-shaped structure called the amygdala. Think of it as your jungle alarm system. Its job is simple. Detect danger, keep you alive. In ancient times, that danger was lions, snakes, getting kicked out of the tribe. Today, it's sending an important email, submitting an application, going to the gym, and possibly looking awkward. Your monkey brain doesn't distinguish well between physical danger and social or emotional risk. It just sees uncertainty and goes, predator detected. So when you sit down to work on something important, your emotional brain goes into alert mode. Your body gets slightly tense. Your brain whispers, what if we fail? What if this proves we're not good enough? And here's where dopamine joins the party. Dopamine isn't the pleasure chemical. It's the motivation and anticipation chemical. It spikes when you expect a reward. Easy, predictable rewards like scrolling or snacks give quick dopamine hits. Hard goals? They promise big bananas, but later. Your monkey brain prefers small bananas now over giant bananas in 6 months. Evolution taught it that future bananas aren't guaranteed. The bush might catch fire, the tribe might move, so neurologically, procrastination is emotional regulation. You're not avoiding the task, you're avoiding the uncomfortable feeling attached to the task. It's like your brain says, this project makes us feel anxious. Let's click something that makes us feel slightly better immediately. And boom, short-term mood repair wins. Part 3. The deeper issue. Here's the sneaky part. Every time you procrastinate, your monkey brain learns something. It learns hard thing equals discomfort. Avoiding hard thing equals relief. And relief is powerful. This is called negative reinforcement. When avoiding something removes discomfort, your brain strengthens that behavior. It's like your monkey ran from a rustling bush once and didn't get eaten. Now it runs from every bush. But here's the cost. The more you avoid, the scarier the task becomes. Your monkey inflates it. That small email, now it's a jungle monster. That 30-minute workout, now it's climbing Mount Doom with ankle weights. Avoidance grows the tiger in your imagination. And the longer you delay, the more guilt piles up. Now the task isn't just hard, it's emotionally loaded with shame bananas. So procrastination isn't laziness. It's your monkey trying to protect you from emotional discomfort and accidentally trapping you in it. Part 4. Solutions. The how-to.
All right, enough jungle psychology. Let's train the monkey. Here are 5 practical ways to stop procrastinating even when you care. 1. Shrink the banana. Your monkey fears big trees, so stop showing it the whole forest. Instead of, I need to finish this entire project, say, I'm opening the document. That's it. Just open it. This works because action reduces uncertainty. Once you start, your brain updates its prediction. Oh, no tiger yet. Real example. Instead of, I'm going to the gym for an hour, tell yourself, I'll put on my shoes. Most of the time, once the shoes are on, the monkey is already halfway down the branch. 2. Use the 5-minute rule. Tell your monkey, we're only doing this for 5 minutes. Not forever, not perfectly, just 5. This lowers perceived threat. The amygdala relaxes because the commitment feels small. And here's the trick. Momentum builds dopamine. Once you're in motion, stopping feels harder than continuing. It's like pushing a heavy boulder. The first shove is awful. After it rolls, your monkey goes, oh, this is kind of satisfying. 3. Make avoidance harder than action. Right now, your environment is a banana buffet. Phone within reach, notifications on, snacks everywhere, Netflix 2 clicks away. Your monkey will always grab the easiest banana. So, change the jungle. Put your phone in another room. Use website blockers. Lay out your gym clothes the night before. Put junk food out of sight. You're not relying on willpower. You're rearranging branches so the productive one is closest. Monkeys are lazy climbers. Use that. 4. Separate identity from outcome. A huge hidden trigger of procrastination is this thought. What if I try and it proves I'm not good enough? So, instead of tying your identity to results, tie it to effort. Not, I must succeed, but I am someone who shows up. This shifts the emotional risk. The task isn't a judgment of your worth, it's just a repetition. Think of it like training a monkey. You don't scream at it for falling, you reward it for climbing. 5. Schedule discomfort on purpose. This one sounds weird, but it's powerful. Practice small discomfort daily. Cold showers, hard workouts, difficult conversations, focus sprints. Why? Because you teach your monkey that discomfort doesn't equal death. You widen your tolerance window. The jungle feels less threatening overall. When your brain learns, we survived hard things before, it stops panicking at every tall tree. Part 5. The payoff. Imagine this. You sit down tomorrow to work on something important. Your monkey starts to panic. You shrink the task, you commit to 5 minutes, you remove distractions, and you show up anyway. And instead of guilt at night, you feel momentum. That feeling? That's earned dopamine, not cheap banana sugar. Real, satisfying progress. Over weeks, your monkey rewires. This is neuroplasticity, your brain changing through repetition. The more you act despite discomfort, the less threatening action becomes. You go from someone who avoids to someone who moves. And here's the real twist. Confidence doesn't come from thinking positive thoughts. It comes from proving to your monkey that you can climb scary trees and survive. Every time you act, you shrink the jungle. So the next time you catch yourself procrastinating, don't say, I'm lazy. Say, my monkey thinks there's a tiger. And then calmly show it there isn't. You don't need more motivation. You need to understand the monkey. Train it. Don't fight it. Rearrange the bananas. Shrink the trees. Take the first tiny step. If this helped you see your procrastination differently, hit that like button so the algorithm gives us more bananas. Subscribe if you want to keep training your monkey with me every week. Thanks for hanging out in the trees with me. Now, go climb one branch.